Well, Leo, it's important to decide which avenue of creativity you wish to pursue in this last phase of 2022. It's December. I'm Dodici with your Oracle Express, your monthly horoscope forecast. Take a look at the energy being generated up here in your 11th house by retrograde Mars and being challenged by these three planets. Mercury's just done its opposition. Venus is doing it right now, and that's a career planet for you. And then the Sun, of course, your ruler, career and self, all tied in with this rather combative influence of Mars from your 11th house of social activities. Don't be pressured. There's a lot of peer group pressure these days. You want to feel as if you're keeping up with what everyone else is doing, what their expectations of you are, and that's not the best way forward, especially at this time, because all that's going to do is inflame the situation, get you uptight, and have you feeling resentful by pursuing a line of work or activity or social engagement that you really didn't want in the first place. So be honest with yourself, I think, is the key. I'm going to make a note of that. Self-honesty. Don't be pressured by your peers into doing things you don't want to do. Now, that fifth house has to do with love affairs. Yes, we've got the social component of Mars there in that 11th house of friendships, but the opposition planets are in the fifth house of creativity, love affairs, children. And therefore there's a sexual connotation there, and I raise that because right now in the 8th house, which is the sexual / intimacy house proper, we have Neptune retrograde. It's been retrograde for some months. It's about to move into its forward motion, clarifying any of the confusion you've had over sexual matters of intimacy. Maybe there's been a discomfort there. Maybe you don't quite understand the proper procedure. What is it that is at the heart of intimacy? Intimacy is really basically a deeper stage of honesty where you're able to open yourself up and allow the other person to see into you. Intimacy. So there are a lot of questions around that. I think as this planet moves forward, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable about the way that you engage with your partner. That happens on the 4th. The first week of December is chock full of aspects that are going to be important to you. We see this 5th house we've talked about, the 11th house, which is your friendships, this 8th house triggered by the lunar transit on that day, and the forward motion of Neptune on the 4th. On the 7th, we see Mercury moving out of this 5th house, a shift away from your social and romantic dalliances to a more serious work-orientated focus. There we see your day-to-day lifestyle, your scheduling, the way in which you're handling your work is going to be coming to the fore. And Mercury is a communications planet. You've had that opposition to Mars, so there might have been some disagreements of late. That's going to be carried into the workplace arena. It's important simply to communicate your feeling better, to put everything in writing rather than leaving it to chance. You don't want any further misunderstandings down the track. There's a full moon on the 8th. That takes place at the sign of Gemini. Again, refocusing your attention on this 11th house of friendships. The moon and Mars together can be rather volatile, so you've got to be careful that your emotions don't get the better of you. You're able to say what's on your mind without being provocative. Later in the month on the 23rd, back here, connected to this Mercury transit, is the new moon. So Mercury is that sneak preview into what's coming with the new moon, which really is a game changer for you in your work. Opportunities look for new work, either within the organisation you work for or elsewhere. A great way to reappraise your health and to get your diet and your sleeping patterns back on track, because that 6th house has to do with your health, your vitality, and that's tied in with your work as well. Don't forget to pop on over to astrology.com.au. I've got the yearlies going up now. You're going to be able to find out how this actually affects you in terms of the longer trajectory of your life, the destiny that we have in store for you in these charts can be looked at there at the site. We've got the weeklies, the dailies, the monthlies, the yearlies. You can put all of those jigsaw pieces together to get a bigger picture of what's happening in your life for the end of 2022 and into 2023. I do wish you a Merry Christmas. Don't forget to subscribe though. Just give me a little Christmas present. Subscription button is nice. Drop me a line. Let me know how you're going. If there's anything else you'd like to see, more than willing to be open and receptive to your suggestions. See you in the new year. Stay safe. Bye-bye now.